in the game.
Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Hardy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Looking for room, it's Hardy. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
On the option. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Sooners! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Missouri wants to go fast.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Hardy. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Hardy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 30. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage to get some safety help up over the top. because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Manning. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Missouri wants to go fast.
Brings up 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He'll throw it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Burks. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Look looking for more room.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. With jet sweep pass. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quick pass on the fly motion. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
14.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.
31. Missouri 14.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was up.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he muffs it, a loose football. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. There he goes! The 20. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys and
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the stomping has commenced.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays.